Welcome back to Approach Syndication. This is Ed. Today we're going to be talking about Naked Brands slash Centro Electric. So this company here, Naked Brand, previously known as NAKD, now being traded under CNN. There has been a kind of a move, a reverse SPAC kind of situation, or a SPAC situation happening from Naked Brand Group to Centero. Now, Naked Brand Group, just before that kind of trade happened, it was trading at some point around $8 and went around, I would say, end of the year where it continuously plummeted down to around 261. And we see a little bit of an uptrend right now to 324. There is a bit of an improvement on the price point, depending when you're looking at. 1 day currently is around 21.84%, 324, 1 or 2% after market, but you get to see a nice rebound. 5 days though, you're still down 20%, but you're seeing an uptrend that we will talk about in technical analysis in a minute. So in case you don't know, Naked is now CNN, so that's what happened. Centero Electric Group basically is the company. Naked Brand Group with basically undergarments is liquidated and basically a part of the past. Now we do have some fundamentals like the price over book being 0.69, which is significantly under the SP 500 valuation, and price over sales is around 22.06. I'm not sure exactly how accurate this is given that it's recently been converted into CNN, so it might be reflecting Naked Brand Group information. Nonetheless, you're able to see some of their products that are supposed to be or supposedly on launch dating either now or previously. They got Metro, which is in the market. Logistar 400, this was back in November. They said around November 2021 they'd be launching, which is a class 4 mobile vending, a service truck, and a last mile delivery. So you're able to see here Logistar 400 looks like vans. I can see companies like Amazon using these, but they do have their own with Amazon's, but unique solutions. So the Logistar 400 has basically an extensive fleet, and it goes up to a top speed of around 56 miles per hour. It has around 490 square feet of cargo and can actually hold up to 5,600 pounds of payload with a range of around 124 miles. So it's very much on the last mile delivery. 124 miles, that might be something where it's driving things around a campus. So whether it's universities, colleges, or more, let's say, having something like on Washington, D.C. campus itself. The miles are only 124 miles, so you're not able to really go on between places further on, or delivery like mail. That might be a little bit harder to establish, but it still has a use for. And Metro here, you're able to see they're having kind of a style that you can have similar as well, use in my own opinion. They say that it's durable. It can actually hold or actually has produced around 3,300 of them so far, and Metro is mostly sold in Europe, United States, Japan, Korea, Singapore, and Israel. You're seeing it's flexible, so you have something like a mobile vaccination here that you're seeing. You're also seeing that it's intelligent, so I'll go to that in a second about intelligence. But you got the Neighbor 200 as well, which is an L7E service vehicle. It was basically mentioned that it would be launching on the market on December 2021. Similarly, Logistar 200, and you got also the Terramac, which is an agricultural use for leisure and resorts on the second month of 2022, making it February. Now, in terms of the technology, they do mention that Centro's iChases has an iPhone-like functions that allow app installations for different autonomous driving applications. So they're trying to really go with the iPhone kind of branding here. Centro iChases is the future of commercial autonomous driving applications. Apps can be downloaded for different vertical uses and can enable a recurring revenue model for Centro. Examples of applications includes autonomous driving for city delivery, city sanitation, city surveillance, mobile vendings, auto transportation, and rescue services. Their production starts in the first quarter of 2023. Centro owns 100% of the IP. So that's what they're trying to go for. Nonetheless, they still have some vehicles to get from before even that kind of gets in terms of the production. You got Logistar 200. Now, this one here doesn't actually exactly mention the mileage on the top, but it does mention it at the bottom. So the maximum kind of mileage is around 192.6 miles. It's around 310, so this could be the one to be used instead of Logistar 400. That might be a little bit more off a stronger payload. You're able to see here 2200 versus what was mentioned around here for the Logistar 400. But we're just going to move on from there, 5,600 pounds. And Neighbor 200, which is a competitively priced multi-purpose electric truck, also has its uses. We're just going to move from there. It looks like a pickup truck on its own. And you got the ORV, which is basically leisure and resorts for agricultural use that still has a lot of uses. Now, before moving on towards technical analysis and discussing this a little bit further, make sure to click the subscribe button and leave notification buttons on for this channel, and don't forget to drop the like button. Let's move on towards technical analysis. Now, from a technical analysis standpoint of view, of course, we've been seeing a multitude of negative days, going all the way back to around 22nd of December, and it's been really declining ever since then. Now, we're still seeing a William percent R that is going more towards the overbought. With the last day, we have something called a bullish kicker, where you basically see a bullish kind of kick towards the thing. It's a candle, it's a green candle after a long time of downtrend. Now, did it actually escape that downtrend? We'll take a look at a channel afterwards, but ADX is starting to suggest that this is actually a strong trend that started on reversing around 13th of January because it was primed to do so. So this is in fact a very strong chance of a reversal at this level. The William percent R is again overbought, which is very similar to the RSI. MACD suggests this is beginning to start being a bullish trend. You have a very strong chance on that. And momentum is at 0.57 on the bullish side. Stochastic fast and stochastic slow are both very bullish, going all the way upwards, suggesting another leg up for this one. And hopefully that is true, because it does actually look like it might go on a bit more bullish towards this point, and perhaps still a reversal. So a bullish reversal is possible for this one. Volumes have actually been a little bit higher than what you've seen before, with around 4 million. Now you're hitting around above 12 million, so around 3 times as much at least. And the unbalanced volume, even though you've seen a lot of kind of going in from the sellers having, or sorry, from the buyers kind of having the power, you're able to see that bit seeing a recovery. And in terms of Fibonacci retracements, you're able to see, if you consider 718 to be the top of this level after the reverse split, you're seeing a resistance around 367, 434, 488, 542, 620, and 718, and the support is at 258. Now, of course, there was a reverse split that happened 1 to 15 back on 22nd of December, if you recall. Now, from a price line action perspective, we're able to see a significant support currently at 308, 299, 283, 258, or around 260. Resistances. There are a few, so namely around 324, and then 350, around 364, 389, going higher to 417, 437, around 460, 475, 505, 518, 547, going higher to 588, around 619, 642, and around 656. Now, we don't have any analyst kind of recommendations yet because it's basically been a new company or a new SPAC onto the market. Coming into the question, Ed, what do you think about this one? Well, honestly, Naked Brand Group is kind of no longer. I'm not even sure to consider this one as a part of the Naked Army anymore. Is it the Central Army? Mention down in the comments below. What do you think? Central Army or Naked Army? Anyway, so you still have the Naked Brand Group coming in from before, the shareholders that are that held on and they sold. So you got to give them a bit of time for people who are more interested in undergarments rather than basically this kind of EV spinoff. Now you're able to see that it actually escaped this negative channel, so that's really good, showing in a potential for a positive reversal. In the shorter term, it might actually go back and bounce to around $4 or $5. It has every potential to do so, with parts of retail pushing this one forward. But coming into the question, do I think this is the company to make it up to perhaps double digits? In this year, 2022, it's possible with retail push, but if it's kind of giving a slow valuation, I don't think technically from fundamentals perspective, it will meet around 3 times as much. But 2022 is fundamental for this one. Remember, I showed you a plot, or sorry, a slide of the presentation that showed 2022 has a tremendous amount of them launching vehicles. So they got all their kind of lines being launched before 2022 or 2022, at the start at least. So that kind of gives you an indication that this company will be doing a lot better sales in 2022, and thus you might actually see a bump in valuation. What do you think about this ticker? Make sure to down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you're still here on this video, make sure to drop down below and join our Discord. We have a lot of different things going on, including, for instance, members that gives picks for free. It's not pump and dumps, we just things we think about, swings, etc. We also have really exciting bots. You can actually use those ones. For instance, we're just testing out this bot, for instance, that gives you Fibonacci resistance points, activities, etc. And we have a bunch of free things, totally free. We run on tips here, and you can ask me questions, suggest stocks, etc. It's a really nice community that has been growing up very fast at a very good rate, and it's totally free. If you would like to join that one, feel free to do so in the description below, and have a wonderful day.